Busia, the home to the rolling hills of Emukuyu and Amakina Hills, the home to the Kakapel Rock, the sandy beaches of Bukoma in Port Victoria, the chirping birds of the Sango Delta. Busia, rural but cosmopolitan at the same time, home to the wrestlers of Samia, the potters of Iteso, the seers of Butula, and the rainmakers of Nambale. In the Midwestern border area of Kenya and Uganda lies this unique and vast land of about 1 million people right at the cusp of Lake Victoria on its southern border with Siaya County. It is made up of 7 sub-counties: Nambale, Matayos, Teso South, Teso North, Samia, Bunyala, and Butula. With its main town right at the border with Uganda, Busia is a gateway to the Eastern African hinterland of Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, and South Sudan. The main economic activity is trade with neighboring Uganda, with Busia town, the county headquarters and largest town, being a cross-border center. Away from town, the county economy is heavily reliant on fishing and agriculture, with cassava, millet, sweet potatoes, beans, and maize being the principal cash crops. Busia County has a tropical humid climate due to the influence of the Lake Victoria. The county's annual temperatures range between 17 degrees centigrade and 30 degrees centigrade, with average annual temperatures of between 24 degrees centigrade and 26 degrees centigrade. Busia's mean annual rainfall is between 900 millimeters and 1,500 millimeters distributed throughout the year. The long rains are usually experienced between March and June, with short rains falling between September and October. This makes Busia's climate conducive for agriculture.
We have unique geographical features. Like when you move towards our lake, you see very beautiful hills as you go, very beautiful plantations and so on, and that you wouldn't necessarily find at the coastal region. Not to mention historical sites like Kakapel, which I had alluded to earlier, our granite escarpment, and so on. And so I think these are some of the areas basically that one would find unique in this particular zone.
Being the entry points between Kenya and Uganda, Busia and Malaba towns are thriving trade centers where livestock, agricultural products, and manufactured goods are traded. Some of the crops that are grown within the county in small scale include maize, beans, sweet potatoes, millet, cassava, cotton, and sugarcane. Fishing is also a major economic activity in Busia, thanks to the nearby Lake Victoria that supports a huge population of fish, including Nile perch and tilapia. Then there is the Yala Swamp. This wetland region of over 200 square kilometers covers the northeastern shore of Lake Victoria in Busia County. It acts as a filter for waters that flow into the Lake Victoria from major rivers. The swamps harbor endangered fish species that have disappeared from Lake Victoria itself. The critically endangered Sitatunga antelope also still lives in the swamp's papyrus. Birdland International classifies the Yala Swamp among Kenya's 60 important bird areas. Some of the birds that live there are the blue-breasted bee-eater, the papyrus gonolek, the swamp flycatcher, the papyrus canary, the white-winged warbler, the great snapper, and the Bayless crane.
We are also in talks with other partners, for example, Kekobat, Kenya community-based tourism promoters. We are in touch with the KTB, Kenya Tourism Board. We are in touch with the KTA, Kenya Tourism Association. We are putting our minds together to to see the best way of improving tourism in Busia. We are in talks with the hoteliers because they are major beneficiaries, and also they are major attractions to see how well we can partner to ensure that tourism in Busia goes to the next level. And we like to have as many people as possible visiting and enjoying the sceneries and the hospitality of Busia.
And we want to attract more investors also to come and invest, especially along the Lake Victoria and the hills, so that we have more facilities. Busia was rated as a very friendly county by the World Bank again, in terms of ease of starting a business or doing business. We are open to all investors and we invite them to come to the county to do business.
The county also boasts of landmarks and annual festivals that draw visitors from far and wide. The Kakapel National Monument, which is located on a huge rock site in the Chelelemuk Hills, just a few kilometers from the Kenya-Uganda border, is one of the top attractions of Busia County. The site, that was gazetted a national monument in 2004, comprises spectacular rock art that is believed to have been crafted by a group of hunters about 4,000 years ago. Kakapel has red paintings illustrating animals, geometric designs, and ceremonial symbols. The site is administered by the Trust of Africa Rock Art, TARA, and the National Museums of Kenya. This UNESCO-recognized landmark has a community cultural center built around, which offers camping and other services. Nearby visitors can also visit the Chelelemuk Hill, home of massive rock ideal for climbing, impressive caves that are home to thousands of bats, bird species, and resident to the Brazos monkeys. Sightseeing of the traditional architecture and nature trails are other options. Weaving and pottery are great cultural activities in Busia. This is the home of one of the world's best-known potters, Magdalene Odundo, a professor at the Royal College of Art in the United Kingdom. She hails from Port Victoria.
We have the upcoming Munongo Lake that has sprung from the marshy areas, and it keeps on expanding. Just above it, the Munongo area, we have a historical aspect that few people do know about. Those who know about history will understand the explorers Speak and Grant. As we talk today, Grant's family lineage exists, including those who passed away. The graves are there. He was taken by the Kabaka to Uganda, and some of his family members are today in Uganda. These are historical events that people can come and see and learn what took place in the past years to understand our history. County government, in conjunction with other county governments of Siaya, Homa Bay, those like Kisumu, those lying along the lake areas, have partnered up with other stakeholders to sensitize the community on the endangered species that we have, especially the Statunga antelope and the red-tailed monkeys, to ensure that these animals are preserved. Annually, the county governments of the lake region do organize competitions. We call them the Statunga boat race, to sensitize communities in the importance of these preserving these animals so that they don't hunt them.
For water sports and culture lovers, there is the annual Isambo Festival on the Bukoma beach of Port Victoria and the boat races at the Sio Port around the December holiday festivities. Many other sporting activities abound: kayaking, boat rowing, beach volleyball and boxing being the most popular. Hotels and campsites on hills overlooking Uganda and Lake Victoria have sprung up to cater for the ever-growing large crowds of visitors from outside the county. Besides the main towns of Busia County enjoying a booming accommodation of business due to the county's location at the border point, some of the top facilities include Farm View Hotel, The Quill, and Hotel Itoya. Budget hotels and guest houses can also be found in Budalangi, Samia, Malaba, and Amagoro towns. Conferencing and destination tourism is well served here, with an international airport 1.5 hours away in Kisumu.
Busia culturally has had very serious cultural events going on. For example, if you take in Lake Victoria, we have very serious boat racing competitions. These have been going on for years. So we have had boat racing all the time, both in Budalangi and Samia. At the same time, we have had wrestling sessions, which were traditional all over Busia. We have mountain climbing opportunities. We have caves that have not been brought to the attention of our own people.
I'm reaching out to promote domestic tourism. And hopefully that Busia can become a center for regional center for conferencing in that area. So that is key on the issue of promotion. I'm also looking at promoting Busia County in the aspects of the other sites that we have beyond our hotels. And that's when you come in, when you look at the sites. Busia has very rich sites across the county, from the lake all the way to the north in the hills. Busia is rich. So as we promote our hospitality industry, also promoting Busia in terms of sites and facilities.
Being a busy entry point to the Great Lakes region, the county is well serviced by leading banking institutions. These include the Cooperative Bank, KCB, Standard Chartered Bank, National Bank, CFC Stanbic Bank, Diamond Trust Bank, DTB, Barclays Bank, Equity Bank, Post Bank, and Family Bank. Busia is an investor's paradise, full of nature's blessings, a fairly educated and exposed population, and a budding county economy.